So Bill Barr just gave an interview to The Atlantic, and he said some things that are going to help sink Donald Trump. Frankly, he said some things that ain't so great for Bill Barr either. Let's talk about that. Because justice matters. Hey all, Glenn Kirshner here. So former Attorney General Bill Barr gave an interview to The Atlantic, and some of the revelations in that interview are staggering. Let me hit three of the highlights. We should call them lowlights contained in that article. The first one is that Bill Barr calls Donald Trump's claims of election fraud, quote, bullspit, close quote. And yes, I did change one letter of the word. The second thing I want to talk about is that Bill Barr provides direct evidence of Donald Trump's corrupt intent, his guilty knowledge, his criminal mens rea. Information that will be extremely valuable to, among others, the prosecutors in Georgia who are investigating Donald Trump for that criminal phone call he placed. You've heard the recording where he's asking Georgia state election officials to, find me around 11,000 votes so I can be wrongfully declared the winner in Georgia. Well, Bill Barr relates some direct statements by Donald Trump that provide evidence of his guilty knowledge, his corrupt intent, his criminal mens rea. And then the third thing, which I didn't see coming, was Bill Barr colluded with Mitch McConnell to try to defeat Ossoff and Warnock in the Georgia Senate races. But let's start with the Atlantic article itself. The headline reads, "Inside William Barr's breakup with Trump. In the final months of the administration, the doggedly loyal Attorney General finally had enough." And Bill Barr spoke directly with the author of this article, Jonathan Karl, and regarding claims of election fraud that Donald Trump was making incessantly, Bill Barr said, quote, "It was all bull spit," close quote. Again, I changed one letter there. Regarding Trump's claims that voting machines had been rigged to, switch votes from Trump to Biden, here's what Bill Barr said about that. Quote, "We realized from the beginning it was just bull spit," close quote. Barr added that there had not been any discrepancies reported anywhere, and I am still not aware of any discrepancy, close quote. So then, Bill Barr, not surprisingly, caught Donald Trump's attention when he told the AP, the Associated Press, there was no election fraud undermining Joe Biden's win. So what happened? Well, he got called into the principal's office, more accurately the Oval Office, because Donald Trump was livid. And the article talks about how Barr met with Trump in the Oval Office together with some others, Pat Cipollone, former White House counsel, Mark Meadows, chief of staff, and some others. And Trump, quote, "had the eyes and mannerisms of a madman," close quote. And Donald Trump demanded to know if Bill Barr had in fact told the AP that there was no election fraud undermining Joe Biden's win. "Did you say that?" asked Trump, and Bill Barr responded, "Yes." And then Donald Trump said, quote, "How the F could you do this to me? Why did you say that?" And Bill Barr responded, "Because it's true." And Donald Trump, ever the petulant child, came back with, quote, "You must hate Trump. You must hate Trump," close quote. So why is that important? That Bill Barr, Attorney General, said it is true. There's no election fraud undermining Joe Biden's win, because that provides direct evidence of Donald Trump's guilty knowledge, criminal state of mind, guilty mens rea. Why? Because he was told by the Attorney General there was no fraud. And yet Donald Trump went out and lied. He lied intentionally, consciously, contrary to the evidence, over and over and over again to the American people, including in yesterday's election fraud pep rally, yesterday's big lie pep rally. So that conversation, that first-hand account of Donald Trump being told there's no election fraud, Mr. President, that is true, and Donald Trump apparently accepting it and just chalking it up to the fact that, well, you hate Trump, that is sharply incriminating evidence that proves Donald Trump's criminal intent, guilty state of mind. So let's finish with the Mitch McConnell piece, because, this piece is so abusive, so despicable, so disrespectful of the American people and of the sanctity of our elections that it almost took my breath away. Here's how the Atlantic article relates it. It says that McConnell told Barr that Trump's refusal to concede was complicating McConnell's efforts to ensure that the GOP won the 2 runoff elections in Georgia scheduled for January 5th, right? That was Ossoff and Warnock. So McConnell told Barr, quote, "Look, we need the president in Georgia, and so we cannot be frontally attacking him right now, but you, Bill Barr, you're in a better position to inject some reality into this situation. You are really the only one who can do it, because we need to win the runoff elections in Georgia so I, Mitch McConnell, can retain the majority." That's the conversation McConnell and Barr are having. And so Barr says, quote, "I understand that, and I'm going to do it at the appropriate time," close quote. So folks, Bill Barr and Mitch McConnell coordinated, colluded to have Bill Barr shoot down Donald Trump's BS claims about election fraud, not to preserve the democracy, not to give the American people confidence in the election's results, but to help Mitch McConnell retain the majority in the Senate, to help the Republicans try to defeat the Democrats, Ossoff and Warnock. So the way this reads, Bill Barr was acting as a political operative for Mitch McConnell. This interview that Bill Barr gave to The Atlantic, maybe he sees it as the first step on the road to his reputation rehabilitation tour, but I urge you to read this article because it does a whole lot more harm than good to Bill Barr and to Donald Trump and to Mitch McConnell. And as far as I'm concerned, that's just fine. Because justice matters. As always, folks, please stay tuned. Please stay safe. And I look forward to talking with you all again tomorrow.